If you're looking to open up a physical therapy private practice, I would say this. I'll just give some tips for your audience. The sweet spot right now is between 1,200 and 2,500 square foot space, right? If you get a 12 to 2,500 square foot space and you could pay rent on that space per month on 5 patients or less, because the average patient will bring you $1,200 from start to finish. Average reimbursement in the United States right now is about $83 a visit. So if you have those numbers and certain metrics, like that's what we do. We literally timeline out and spell out exactly how you roll out your PT practice. But my point was, I think right now, because this country's in a bit of a transition, moving towards universal healthcare, and then we have private pay insurance, and then we have people that are paying cash for services because they want more value. I think, honestly, we're in a land of opportunity. We're really in a land of opportunity. I would say 8 out of 10 young physical therapists ages 25 to 35 that I launch into private practice, I say, you know what? Don't leave anything behind. Let's open up a hybrid clinic. Don't be afraid of insurance. Insurance is really easy. Don't be afraid of Medicare. It's really easy. You're afraid of what you don't know. So tie yourself to somebody who knows all about Medicare. Like, I think I'm the only person who ever called Medicare and asked for an audit. Like, the APTA is like, you seriously did that? I'm like, yeah, I seriously called Baltimore and Social Security Boulevard. I asked for a Medicare auditor to come down and audit my practice. And people are like, oh my gosh. I said, I can't possibly go out and coach on Medicare compliance and train on it if I'm not compliant and comfortable with what I'm doing myself. So I literally had a Medicare audit and got through that and did that, and it was fine and it was well. But right now you can have the best of both worlds. You can have an insurance model, the gold plan, and you're providing for all the people who can't pay cash. You don't want to leave them behind. You want to care for everybody in your community. So now you got this insurance model, and then you have this set of therapists, you included, maybe some of your other therapists that give platinum level, and now you do this cash-based services. And now there's legal issues that you have to get around because you can't provide, cash-based services to covered insurance services people. And we know how to do that. We know how to arrange that, set that up, keep you compliant, keep you out of the gray zone, and make that happen. But there is really good models where you can actually provide good cash-based services and good insurance-based services, have the best of both worlds in your community, and have that work-life balance that you literally deserve.
Well, that's good to know, because I am the one that is afraid of insurance, just because here everything is like so different, there's rules and like all these notes you have to do. So I didn't have a training on that. I don't know if people here, when they get out of college, I know that they have a little bit of training on notes and all of these things, but the insurance stuff is really scary. I think it's scary. So
that's funny. I hear that all the time. And I always say back to people, I say, well, are you married? And you're like, yeah, I'm married. I'm like, were you scared to get married? Because you hadn't done that before, but you did it, right? And then eventually, like, I'm a dad with 2 daughters. I'm like, were you afraid to be a dad? Of course I was, because I didn't do that before. But that doesn't stop me from doing it. You just learn. And then as you get more, more knowledge, when you get more knowledge in an area and you assume more responsibility for that knowledge, you can control that area better. So my formula here is, first, start with the knowledge. One of the things we give every single client who signs up with us for free, their welcome packet to joining Meg Academy, we give them the Go Giver book. And I don't know if you've ever heard of that or seen that book. It's my favorite book of all times, but it will definitely help you in your life and in your business. It's called the Go Giver book. We give it out for free to all of our clients. It's a fantastic place to start, which is what you're asking for, because literally I'm telling you the mechanics of marketing, hiring, recruiting, onboarding, billing, collections, documentation. That's just mechanics. That is so easy to spell out and teach. It's the other stuff, how to hire the right person, who's nice to play in your sandbox with, that stuff. Like, you need to learn those people management skills. That is the soft personnel skills are by far more important.
Yeah, I think it's just eye-opening to have this conversation and think about some things that you're like, well, I don't want to do this because I don't want to take insurance because I think it's going to be too complicated. It's such a headache. And then it's actually the answer is actually, I don't know, because I never try, and I'm scared to try because it looks complicated and everybody complains about it. But I think it's good to just open our eyes to these new possibilities. So I think that's right. the goal.
I always tell people, be willing to look.
Consider, at least consider, and take do some research and see if it's going to be worth it for your situation.